Twitter and Facebook seeking to stop the circulation of a New York Post article using direct emails of Hunter Biden, the son of presidential candidate Joe Biden, a complete crook his entire political career, but then, which of them isn't? And it reveals that Biden Joe and Biden Hunter have been lying about Hunter Biden's relationship with a Ukraine energy company, which has been paying Hunter Biden a very large sum of money per month to sit on its board. Hunter Biden, with no experience whatsoever of energy matters, and who has a well-publicized drug problem. And at the time that Hunter Biden was sitting on this board, Joe Biden was vice president of the United States to Barack Obama. As always, a deeply, deeply corrupt administration. Obama is extraordinarily corrupt behind the fake smile. And it was denied that there was any benefit or connection for the energy company of having the son of the vice president of the United States on the board. Well, it's very, very clear that all along that wasn't the case. But these emails confirm it. And the one of the central points is that a prosecutor in Ukraine, of course, America has a lot of influence. It controls Ukraine. But one of the central points is that a prosecutor in Ukraine was in the process of prosecuting this energy company. And you can see the clip. It was at the World Economic Forum of the 1%. Joe Biden bragging that he had that prosecutor fired, so that if you take that on, his son's energy company would no longer be prosecuted. And these emails have come to light, confirming the connection that Hunter Biden arranged for people from the energy company to meet Joe Biden, etc. But the reason that the other reason that this story is broken, another aspect of it, is that Twitter and Facebook took action to stop the circulation of this story by the New York Post because they said it was, quote, harmful or potentially harmful. This is the new thing, you see, harmful. Not illegal, not true, but harmful. This is the way that the British government is going as well with this word harmful. So if some bureaucrat or politician believes that posting something that's true might be harmful, no definition required, then it justifies censorship. And of course, that's just fascism under another name. So here's the story as described by the New York Post. Twitter, Facebook censor post over Hunter Biden expose. Both Twitter and Facebook took extraordinary censorship measures against the Post over its exposés about Hunter Biden's emails, with Twitter baselessly charging that hacked emails were were used. Hacked emails. But they weren't hacked. What happened is a computer was dropped off at a computer repair shop and was never, no one ever came back to retrieve it. And when the time had passed that the shop could claim legal ownership of it for the repair not being paid for, the shop owner started looking through the emails. Tens of thousands of them. Goodness knows what else is in there. And he sent it. He kept a hard copy for himself, but he sent the contents to the FBI some months ago, and waited for action. Nothing happened. He sent it to politicians. Nothing happened. Eventually, he sent it to Giuliani, the former mayor of New York and a friend of Trump. And he got it clearly into the New York Post. So here we have, I have been predicting this and telling these mainstream journalists when they have crowed about the censorship of my information, that your turkey's voting for Christmas and Thanksgiving because they'll come for you eventually. And here we are. The Post goes on, the suppression effort came despite presidential candidate Joe Biden's campaign merely denying that he had anything to do or anything on his official schedules about meeting a Ukrainian energy executive in 2015, along with zero claims that his son's computer had been hacked. Now, please, if that's your only defense to what these emails say, that this meeting took place, organized by Hunter Biden, that it's not on Joe Biden's official schedules. I mean, even a moronic man like Biden is hardly going to put such a meeting on his official schedule so it can be found later. So it says the Post's primary Twitter account was locked as of 2:20 p.m. Wednesday because its articles about the messages obtained from Biden's laptop broke the social network's rules against distribution of hacked material, according to an email the Post received from Twitter, but it wasn't hacked. Twitter also blocked users from sharing the link to the Post article, indicating that Hunter Biden introduced Joe Biden to the Ukrainian businessman, calling the link potentially harmful. But to who? To a crook who's been lying over what happened along with his father. In line with our, this is Twitter, in line with our hacked materials policy, as well as our approach to blocking URLs, we are taking action to block any links to or images of the material in question on Twitter. This is Twitter run by this guy, Jack Dorsey. He's just a gopher for the global cult. I mean, as I've mentioned in these podcasts over the last few weeks, in the last month, I've had 2 7-day bans from Twitter for posting things that are in no way bannable, and a permanent ban can't be far away. To follow YouTube and to follow Facebook, because these people are facilitators of fascism while claiming to be woke social justice warriors. And anti-fascists. The company said it took the step because of the lack of authoritative reporting on where the materials included in the Post article originated. Well, they originated from Hunter Biden's laptop, left months ago and not retrieved at a computer repair shop. And it then goes on to say that the extraordinary move came after Facebook said it would limit the spread of the Post story on its own platform. The social network added that the story would be eligible for review by independent fact checkers. Well, what a contradiction in terms that is. The fact checkers are owned by the cult, set up by the cult, funded by the cult, to make sure that all fact checking says that any story challenging the official narrative of anything is not true and false, and supporting the official narrative, whatever it may be. US Senator Josh Hawley fired off a letter to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, demanding answers about why the platform censored the Post's reporting. The seemingly selective nature of this public intervention suggests partiality on the part of Facebook, Hawley wrote, and your efforts to suppress the distribution of content revealing potentially unethical activity by a candidate for president raises a number of additional questions, which I expect responses to immediately. Well, where have you been, Mr. Hawley and everyone else on Capitol Hill? While these cult-created, cult-funded, owned, controlled Silicon Valley giants have been taking over global communications. And this, like I say, I've been telling the mainstream media for so long, they'll come for you eventually. And they are now. And God, the mainstream media are so pathetic. It's almost unimaginable how pathetic they are.